Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the GB nerve agent, also known as sarin gas, the chemical warfare agent. Please remember to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Fact 1. Blocks neurological signals. The reason why the GB nerve gas or sarin gas is so deadly is because of its neurological impacts. What happens is that the way this gas works is that once you are exposed to this nerve agent, your neurological pathways are completely disrupted. The neurological connections between your brain and the rest of your body is completely blocked. And this means that your internal organs no longer knows what to do. For example, your lungs or your diaphragm no longer knows to continue breathing to take in air. Or your heart doesn't really know how to continue beating, because these are controlled by the primitive part of our brains in order to keep our bodies alive. And so that's why this gas agent is so deadly, because once exposed at a lethal dose, your body would just simply be so confused and completely shut down. And as a result, you die very, very quickly. Alright, fact 2. Atropine and 2-PAM chloride. There is an antidote to the exposure of the sarin gas, and that is atropine and the 2-PAM chloride. What you can do is, as soon as you are exposed and before your neurological pathways are completely blocked, you need to inject this into your body right away. If you inject these antidotes into your body as soon as you are exposed, you can delay the onset of the nerve agent and then continue to have your neurological pathways open between your brain and the rest of your internal organs. This is the only way to stay alive. Otherwise, if you are exposed and you do not inject atropine or 2-PAM chloride as quick as possible, it will be too late, because by the time you want to inject it, but the nerve agent has already blocked all neurological pathways, it wouldn't matter if you injected atropine or 2-PAM chloride at that time, because your body is already shutting down. It's already in a confused state, your internal organs don't know what to do and how to keep functioning, and you suffer catastrophic neurological damage and failure. So this is something to keep in mind, that you need to have an antidote very close to you if you are potentially going to be exposed to this nerve agent. Alright, let's get into the next fact. Fact 3. Similar to water. Another, I think, extremely deadly characteristics of the GB nerve agent or sarin gas is the fact that it comes in gas and liquid form, and they both resemble water. The gas form resembles water vapor, and the liquid form resembles just pure water. It is completely odorless, tasteless, and colorless. And so, if you can imagine squeezing a couple drops of this on a table and then watch as people walk by and not realizing those 2 drops of seemingly water droplets are actually incredibly deadly nerve agents. And so I think the sarin gas is not only a deadly chemical, it is also hugely dangerous to the people that are handling it. Because you can think about it, it doesn't look dangerous at all. Water is one of the most harmless things that we can have. And this nerve agent resembles exactly that. So for the people who are unintentionally being exposed, they actually wouldn't even know about it. And in a few minutes, they would just die and not realizing that they touched a deadly nerve agent. Alright, fact 4. Long-term effects not understood. Another incredibly interesting part about the GB nerve sarin gas is that its long-term effects are not understood. I think this is a result of a couple things. Firstly, it takes a very small dose to make someone die from this. So if you think about it, people are probably dying much easier and quicker with this kind of gas than anything else. And so if they die right away, it's really hard to study any kind of long-term effects. And second of all, it is incredibly difficult to understand someone's long-term effects to this if they didn't die. Because if you think about it, they probably need to be exposed to so little of it. And if you expose a human to something very tiny amount, I'm talking about minuscule 0.000 milligrams of something, typically the human's not gonna die, because again, this is a chemical nerve agent and needs to have a certain amount to be lethal. Otherwise, it's not really impactful to your body, because your body is not gonna shut down completely from just a very tiny droplet. Alright, let's get into the next and final fact. The US military destroyed its stockpile in 2023. At the time of this video, the United States finally completely destroyed its entire stockpile of the GB nerve sarin gas. It actually agreed to destroy this chemical weapon a long time ago, but really never got around to it. But in 2023, they finally took action and destroyed all of its stockpile in a facility in Kentucky. Because this nerve agent is such a deadly thing, and again, so easy to be subjected to inadvertent use and exposure because it's so similar to water, and the fact that it's so deadly, I think it makes sense that all the countries around the world decide not to use this as a weapon. You can imagine how much civilian lives will be lost if this kind of weapon is inadvertently deployed in a populated area. It takes a small amount to kill people, and if you have a missile that's packed with a nerve agent warhead and explodes over, for example, a stadium or something, everyone in that stadium will probably die. And so the US military, along with the rest of the world, agreed to completely destroy this nerve agent and not produce it any further. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure some rogue nations and some terrorist cells probably still has the formula and will probably produce this nerve agent to attack other people. We'll never know. Alright. That's it for my video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. See you next time.